Hey guys, it's Oliver and welcome back to my YouTube channel Exploring Exotics. I am officially back from hiatus and moved into my new apartment. That said, this office slash filming space is not very unpacked, so it might be a little bit echoey in here and I do apologize for that. You might also hear the neighbors a little bit because we do share this wall. I really need to get some foam or something in here. But let me know what you think about the framing of it. Any ideas on how to fix some lighting. I know I got some weird shadows going on back here. Yeah, just let me know what you guys think of how it looks and if you guys think that I can change something or something's too distracting. I'm really out of my element with having an actual filming space. All of that out of the way, I did actually script this video in early spring and then all the moving craziness happened. So I am just filming it now. So now let's talk about something else that is on the move. Let's talk about the Joro Spider. These vibrant, leggy spiders have been on the news a lot lately. Headlines like "Giant Venomous Flying Spider Invades the East Coast" can be seen a lot in the news right now. In fact, at the time of this being scripted, all I had to do was Google the word spider, and a good amount of results were about the Joro Spider. Very scary sounding. These articles pop up every spring and summer and spreads fear throughout the east coast of the United States. And even now in August, when I am actually filming this, I still got a lot of news results that were published relatively recently all about how scary the spider is and how quickly it's spreading throughout the United States. But what is the reality? I'm going to try to make it a little bit more easy to follow by organizing all of this information into 5 categories. 1 being basic info, 2 how they got here and are they actually spreading, 3 are they dangerous to humans, 4 their environmental effects, because that is a big one, they are an invasive species, and 5, of course, can they really fly? So meet our creature of the week. This is Trichonophylla clavata, better and easier known as the Joro Spider. Joro spiders are a stunning orb spider known for spinning golden webs. They only live for about 1 year, laying their eggs in October and November, and then dying off in the winter. In the spring, these spiderlings will hatch and the cycle will begin again. They are native to East Asia. This includes Japan, China, Taiwan, and Korea. But one was spotted in Georgia in 2014. This is what started this yearly fear. And one thing that every single scary article says is that they are giant. They do have long and very slender legs, but females only have a body length up to 1 inch and a leg span up to 4 inches. And 4 inches is pretty much the max. And of course, it's a spider, so males are smaller at about 0.3 inch body length and a leg span of 1 inch or less. And just to throw some lore in for fun, Joro spiders actually get their common name from a Japanese folklore, Jorogumo. The Jorogumo is said to be a spider that can transform into a beautiful woman. She can control other spiders, breathe fire, but her main quality is that she enjoys to seduce and lure men. Once she has them in her den, she will wrap them in her silk and devour them. But anyway, I digress. Back to the video. So the Joro spider is here in the United States, but how did they get here and are they spreading? As I said before, the first recorded documentation was in 2014. They probably actually arrived in 2010. We aren't really sure how they got here, but odds are it was from shipping containers. As of June 5th, 2024, they have been, of course, spotted in Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, and Ohio. And despite some reports, they are not rapidly spreading. Those are a really good amount of states, but remember, we're talking about since more than likely 2010. And as of June 2024, according to Floyd Chalkley, an entomologist and collections manager at the Smithsonian Museum of Natural History, there is no evidence that they have made it to New York. They probably will make their way there over time, don't get me wrong, but it's going to be a slow process. They are not rapidly spreading throughout the US. And even if they were rapidly spreading, should that really scare you? Joro spiders are venomous. However, it's important to remember that all spiders are venomous. Their venom and fangs are what allows them to eat. But are the Joro spiders dangerously venomous? The answer is that Joro spiders just aren't dangerous to humans. These little guys are actually very timid. In fact, a 2023 study led by Andy Davis, a research scientist in UGA's Odum School of Ecology, tested the spiders' reactions to stressors. This study compared more than 450 spiders across 10 different species. They gave the spiders a light puff of air to see how they would react and how long they would freeze before resuming normal behaviors. While most spiders in this study would freeze for less than a minute, the Joro spider would commonly freeze for more than an hour long. The other spiders that had similar times were the golden silk spiders, which is a cousin to the Joro spider. I will link the study below for you if you want to give it your own read. And even if you do get one to bite you, they have very weak jaws and will probably not break skin. And even if they do break skin, their venom is not medically significant to humans. The pain that the venom causes has been compared to something as small as just irritation, like from a mosquito bite, all the way up to some pain and irritation from like a bee sting. In short, this docile species is no threat to you or your pets. But what about the environment? After all, they are an invasive species. So let's talk about it a little bit. Joro spiders are not picky and will usually eat whatever bug flies into their web. This includes other invasive species such as the brown marmorated stink bug. However, they do also eat beneficial species, and they seem like they would be able to outcompete other spiders such as the garden spider. But back to the other side, they do inhabit places that most other spiders don't usually inhabit. A good example is power lines. So it's a mixed bag. We aren't 100% sure yet, but UGA ecologists say that there's not much of a reason to be concerned. While they can outcompete other species, they usually don't. Regardless, the consensus is they're not going anywhere, and they don't seem to be much of a problem. No need to squish them. If they are somewhere that you don't want them to be, please just simply relocate. If you aren't comfortable enough to fully relocate them, that's totally fair. If you do just destroy the web with like a stick or something, be careful not to harm the spider. It will move elsewhere and build its web elsewhere. Spiders usually don't rebuild webs in the same spot. And of course, the biggest and most intriguing part of all of the headlines, can the Joro spider actually fly? The answer is sorta. So they don't fly with wings. And it isn't technically a form of flight, and only the babies can do it. This flying is actually called ballooning. In this process, the Joro spider will shoot out multiple silk strands in a fanned out shape. Then the wind catches and carries them. They can travel for miles with this method, up to 100 miles in fact. But they're not unique in this. There are plenty of other spider species that can perform ballooning, some of which can even perform ballooning up into adulthood. Let me know if you guys want a full video just on that topic. I would be happy to do that. So, Joro spiders are not these giant, dangerous flying spiders invading the US, and they should just be left alone. If anything, they should be admired. I really hope you guys liked this week's video. Thank you again so much for being so patient with me through my hiatus. I can't wait to get back into this with you guys. I'm super excited. The next education video is going to be on moon snails. I don't know what the next pet care video is, but I have a couple days to figure it out. So let me know if you have an idea in the comments below. I hope you learned something today, or at the very least were entertained. Give this video a like for the algorithm, comment down below any video ideas that you might have for me. I would be happy to put them on the list. Subscribe to this channel if you are into this kind of content, or really any animal kind of content. I upload every single Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, weekly alternating between exotic pet care and exotic animal education, but you can hit the bell if you don't want to remember all of that. And as always, I will see you guys next week. Bye.